Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another, dang, what the fuck? Oh, my bad. Another episode of The Formula with Angry OG. Tonight, I got an interesting topic. I'm going to need some help from my listeners. I'm going to need y'all to chime in with some answers and some suggestions or whatever. But before we get to all of that, I want to pay some bills. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Maywire Cosmetics, of course, Low Exclusive Bakery, my man Shannon's iCraft Mart, everything that's under that umbrella. And my main man, Brahim Ahmadi, is Mastermind Credit Repair. And I wanted to give a shout out to Tareka for the good job that she's doing with her show that precedes this at 6 o'clock every Wednesday. She's doing a hell of a job, and it looked like she's been doing it for a while, and she actually hasn't. She looked like a vet. She looked more comfortable in front of the camera than I do, and I've been doing it a little longer than her. But I just wanted to give her a shout out. And we're fastly approaching Dominique's debut. I think it's next week. That's next Monday. Dom show starts next Monday. Yeah, next Monday. So I want everybody to tune in. You can hear my voice. Everybody tune in to Dom. I know she got some stuff that's going to be very interesting, and people can get a whole bunch of relative information from her, and you can take it and run with it. Use it for yourself. Use it for your life. Get your mental health in order, and it's free of charge. It's ain't nothing like that's the best word in the English dictionary is free. So she gonna put y'all on some free game. So be here to receive that free game, and don't be afraid to chime in because everybody needs somebody to talk to at certain points in their life. And like I said, it's free. She'll be here next Monday. I can't remember her time or whatever, but I think it's Monday at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure. Forgive
Hey
me.
y'all, it's your girl Dom. February the 6th at 7 p.m. The pilot show for Melanated Vibrations Mental Health Podcast premieres, and I'm so excited. Head on over to YouTube, the big exclusive network. You're going to like and subscribe. Then go over to their Facebook page. You're going to like, follow, and share with as many people you can. We are going to talk all things mental health and mental illness and the stigma that it has on the Black and Brown community. What can we do about it? What resources are out there? February the 6th, 7 p.m. Melanated Vibration premieres. I can't wait. See you guys.
Shannon, you know what I want you to do to see if you could put something together for the young lady we had on the show last night. Um, what's her name? Essence? Was it Innocence or something? What was her name? Or whatever. I can't remember her name, but she got something nice going on. I want to be able to put a little spot together for her so we could show her spot on my show and on the podcast to give her a little bit more exposure for what she got going on because yeah, Innocence, yeah. Because what she got going on her age and her mindset, like she already know that she don't want to work for nobody. She gonna build her own little empire. At the rate she's going, I know that she's going to be able to do it. I know that she's going to be able to do it. And she came on last night. She was a little nervous, but she didn't seem nervous to me. She did a good job, whatever. But I want to shine like a light on her stuff a little bit more um, weekly on our shows, or whatever, to help her out as much as we can uh, to get her going in the right direction where she needs to go at or whatever. So before we get started, I need for everybody who can hear my voice to share, like and share, like and share. We need all the shares that we can get. And Shannon, can you put the comments up? If we have any comments so far, we can put some comments up before we get started. What's up, Tim? What's up? What up? What up, Dane? What's up, good brother? How you doing, Miss Carol? Okay, what's up? I appreciate you too, Concrete Rose. I got to get my candles too. I haven't gotten any yet. Yo, Aunt, what's up, man? Y'all taking over, huh? First, last, how you doing? OG, what's up? What's up, Mike? What it do, Mike? Tiff, what's going on, Tiff? Thanks for sharing. Need everybody to share. Oh, oh, Dame shouting out Bebop. We got a new one, Capri Chambers. I haven't noticed that name before. How you doing, Capri? Thanks for tuning in. Stick around and keep showing up. Okay, that's right, Shan. Put that promo together for Tiff. Don't have 1, 2, tagging 30 people. Hadia, what you in jail? Heidi must be in jail. She had to commandeer somebody else's account. What's up, Heidi? What you do to get in jail? Get thrown away. And before we get started, I want to. Do we have a female listener, family audience member that want to join me tonight? Capri, I haven't seen your name though, Capri. That's a while. You've been here for a while. I apologize. I gotta just charge it to my mind and not my heart. I'm getting old. I need a female. Well, not female. I need a woman in the main tonight to come on to have this discussion that I want to have. To kick this rock around the room a little bit and see what kind of stuff we can come up with, because it's interesting. What I want to talk about tonight is basically I want to talk about Black love. And do we really know what Black love is? Or we even taught how to love one another as far as relationship wise, not family wise, friend wise, just relationship wise between men and women, like relational type love. Have we really been taught that? Have we really seen that? Whatever. And if we did you take anything from it and manifest a healthy relationship for yourself with somebody? And I want to know what it takes to build a healthy relationship, and what it took for you to maintain a healthy relationship. And I would like to hear point of views from men and women. I don't have my setup. Okay. So if you come in a few, big exclusive, you don't need your setup. I just need a couple people who interested in interacting to see what kind of answers we can come up with and building these relationships, because this is what it's all about, is trying to build some healthy relationships and being able to maintain them. Like once you build it, you got to be able to maintain it, and it's going to take work to maintain it. And are you willing to put the work in to maintain that healthy relationship? So I need okay, Tarek, okay. What's up, Melly? So that's what it's about tonight. We're gonna try to get to the bottom of building these healthy relationships and maintaining them, and the kind of work that you got to put into, and you're gonna have to sacrifice. I know you're gonna have to sacrifice something. And are you willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to sacrifice to make this relationship healthy and to maintain it? What's up, Big E?
Come on, hurry up.
What's up with you, good brother? What's
Hi.
up, Kayla? What's up?
You know that Chuck E. Cheese hoodie that you made for my shirt that you made for my dad?
Yeah.
Can I have that in the hoodie form?
In the who?
Hoodie form.
Okay, I got you.
Thank you.
OG, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Can I just personally tell you live that I love your show, bro?
You do?
I do, man. Like, you be bringing that Black love and that energy, man, and it shocks some people because you're a little bit different on the the Big Exclusive podcast, and people be hitting me up like, I didn't know that was OG like that. But
what's
listen,
up, Aisha?
I just wanted to say salute to you.
Good evening, Lisa Carter. Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate you for coming through and trying to bring that Black love together for our people.
It's needed, man. It's needed. We need a lot of love in our community, man.
You do a hell of a job.
Because I think with the love is the foundation that we could build our community on the backs of love. I think with love, anything is possible, man.
Man, round of applause to that. With love, anything truly is possible. So like Aisha said, much needed. So
yeah.
You want to wait for one of the young ladies to jump in before we start?
We could have some small talking to one of the young ladies.
So listen, we got
to be even killed, like
the adult game night coming up. Let me run that clip real fast.
Yeah, run that clip for that.
Girl, did you hear about that adult game night hosted by the BEN? gotta see, girl. We ain't gonna talk about the outfit I got.
I got my green card to be there.
Yes.
It's gonna be 2 outfit changes.
2.
In the door.
Okay. Okay. Yo, so I heard it's gonna be an ass slapping boot.
Yes.
But I can't think. I think they said brethren.
Oh. Make sure y'all come to the adult game night. February 18th, Big Exclusive Network. $25 to get in, nigga. Limited supplies lasting, nigga. So you better get with us fast. Oh, and by the way, Pop is still in the set.
Speak up when I hop about to cut, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about to cut, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about to cut, I promise I'm gonna make a scene, got lights, cameras, action, but I promise that I won't be.
What's up, Sonya Carol? How you feeling, Sonya?
That new video gonna be dropping this weekend too, bro.
Oh, it's gonna come out this weekend?
It'll come out this weekend. I got that joint locked and loaded. I got to put some finishing
Yeah,
touches
Mike.
on it.
Love breeds inspiration.
It's taking so long because first of all, I'm not an editor. Like a lot of this stuff I'm doing, through Google High and YouTube University, trying to learn these different techniques and put it together. But from what I got so far, it's hilarious. I love it. Shout out to Brethren. Shout out to
I can't wait to see it. We see if we get Brethren to fly Brethren to kite, man. See if we come on for a few. I ain't seen or heard from Brethren in a while, man. Matter of fact, this the wrong time. He be en route in about another 15, 20 minutes or whatever.
Oh yeah. He on his way. Pat?
Yeah. And listen, you know what was crazy? When I was like knowing that I was about to do this topic tonight, I had got a text message like 5 minutes before we came on from somebody that I hadn't even heard from, whatever. I haven't really been in contact with. And she basically apologized to me for her part in the dissolution of our situation or whatever. And I always say that I fuck up, but it's some shit that I'm not going to claim or whatever. And for her to be like, yo, like, I didn't even really pay that shit no mind until she said it. She just like, that I took out my pain on you. I took my pain out on you, and I want to apologize for that. And I was like, huh?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what happened? She's finally went and got therapy, so she understand her part and what was going on, and she sent me an apology.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Like that's rare.
Yeah.
For a Black woman to come and apologize for their role. Yeah.
To take ownership of it and then apologize.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
come on with that video spike.
Come on with that video spike.
You know what? This shit is hard, man. Like now I know why editors charge like $75 an hour.
Yeah.
This shit is hard, man. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but salute.
So I got a question. I got a question for every. Well, I'm good for cutting you off and shit. Go ahead, man.
No, just salute to everybody who was a part of the video. Like they did a hell of a job, man.
Mm-hmm. People don't understand how much mental health plays a part in our communication. Yeah.
I couldn't agree with that more.
Actual factual. So I got a question for everybody. I need everybody to answer this question. If you can see, if you watching, you listen or whatever, I need you to type in the answer. Do you really know how to like be in love with somebody and love that person in a relationship?
Oh, so if I could take a stab at it, I don't think I really. First of all, love you see on TV is not reality.
No.
Love you see on social media,
no,
not reality.
I'm talking about the love that when real life come into play. Knowing that
love
love.
in real life is extremely difficult because none of us know how to truly love. And I don't think you can now. Y'all know we don't talk in absolutes, but I'm talking from a regular majority of the community and the population. I don't think you're really able to genuinely understand what love is until you've experienced a multitude of relationships and came across some sort of therapy. Now, not everybody's going to go to a mental health professional, but there are other forms of therapy that people go through. Some people just decide enough is enough and they do the work themselves and they pick up books and they read, or they find different speakers on YouTube or they follow somebody, or they actually take that look and that deep dive inwards. I can say now that I've never truly felt like I loved anybody to the point that I knew how to love them, because love was never about them. It was always about what I wanted and what I needed.
Yeah.
And my selfishness, not understanding what it means to pour into somebody so that they can blossom into the ultimate form that they want to be, which means when you pouring into somebody, you're helping them grow. You're helping them mature. You're helping them achieve goals and dreams and aspirations, which means their disposition is always that much better, because the one thing I know about love is that, for me, particularly speaking, a huge part of that is support. When you know you got somebody that's going to rock,
that got your back,
that you know that's going to stand tall and support and hold you down. And when I say hold you down, I don't mean money. I mean mentally, emotionally, allows me a space to be vulnerable and say how I truly feel without judgment. I don't think I've ever been in that situation, because it was always about what I wanted and what I needed in that situation, in that relationship.
And you don't take the other person's feelings and stuff into perspective, because you wanted to be how you wanted to be. And you figure how you wanted to be is the way it's supposed to be. And in actuality, like we was never taught how to love somebody.
And if
that shit was fly, like you just learned by just trial and error.
That's what I said. After a multitude of relationships, good, bad, and indifferent, heartbreak, that's when you kind of begin to figure it out, because you don't want to make those same mistakes, because you don't want to suffer through that same
pain. You don't want your stomach to hurt again.
Exactly.
You know how, man, when your stomach hurt, you can't eat, you can't sleep.
Nope.
You got the empty feeling in your stomach.
And a lot of us,
like shit, like
a lot of us growing up didn't see an example of love. And what we thought we saw, a lot of people gonna say in the comments, oh, my parents was together for 30 years. Or my grandparents.
Mom and my dad was together until he died in 2008. But I didn't see that my mom and my dad were just in the house.
That's what I'm saying. Did you see healthy love? Did you see your parents or your grandparents pouring
I really could never remember seeing my mom and dad kiss or hug or anything.
And embrace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, is we look to and we see these examples, or some of us get an opportunity to see an example, and for some reason we equate the longevity of a relationship to the success of the relationship.
But
now, a lot of times you see cohabitation because it's convenient.
That's exactly what it is.
Because it's convenient, right? Yeah. It's something that's going to keep you there, or it's a certain level of familiarity there that just keeps you there because you're familiar with it. It's easy. It's what you know.
Only thing you really glean from that is the fact that as long as I'm around, it's cool.
As long as I'm around, it's cool.
Yeah.
And hence you have those kids across town or down the street and around the corner, and ultimately you don't see healthy examples. I've never seen a healthy example of love like in real life, right? Because again, forget TV, Forget social media. Social media is just a snapshot of that relationship. Is 0.03 milliseconds. The time it takes to take that picture is what you capture and what you see. Everybody's going to look happy in that picture. But then it always comes out in the wash that it was this going on, that going on. When they get
right after they took that picture.
Right after they took that picture.
I can't recall seeing that like no healthy relationship growing up. Like,
and what I mean by healthy relationships, like
healthy loving relationships.
That's what I mean. Like when you see each other, when you see them show affection
towards each other, when one of them show up, whatever, after coming home from work or whatever, and you can see the look on their face when they see each other, and they embrace, they kiss, whatever.
Yeah.
How often did you see that?
Never. Or you see that intimate level of communication. And by intimate, please don't confuse that with sex, y'all. Please.
Just a talk, a conversation like that ain't about no bills, ain't about no children. Y'all just having a conversation. It could be about life.
When have you seen them do something for one another that was unexpected, that had nothing to do with a holiday?
Yeah.
Right? Like, again, everybody has a different form of love language that they need to thrive in a relationship. And if you know those and you look back on your parents or grandparents' relationships, you got to ask yourself, did I see that? A lot of us, I never seen it.
I didn't see it either. I didn't see it either. And then
First
you just grow up.
My parents set a good example for me.
That's few and far between. So first, last, so did you take that and the lessons learned from that? Did you take that and form your own healthy relationships? Tim Davis said most families are kept together because of the children. Facts. My expecting flaws and all is at the core of love. Everyone comes with baggage. I saw love with my uncle and aunt 41 years. He was married to her, loved her, took care of her, and adored her. And my aunt was blind, so it can be done.
Salute to them.
Yeah.
Salute to them, Mike. Seriously, salute to them.
Positive praise goes a long way with me. Me and Rec laugh a lot together, and we are vulnerable for each other and to each other. And that's major, though.
Salute to that.
When you open yourself fully to somebody and don't have to worry about them like throwing it in your face or clowning you later on, or just, you know how that shit go. As a man, you don't want to open yourself up and be vulnerable because you don't want to be seen as being soft or whatever. So I was fortunate to see love and relationships in my family. So Sonia Carroll, so my question to the people who saw it, so you saw it, so you know what it is. So what happened with you when it came to your relationships, whatever?
Because that's what it's about, right? Yeah. Taking those lessons, taking what you saw, because we, like, when we growing up, we like sponges.
Yeah, you apply it. Then you have to apply what you learned.
Exactly. So did
you apply what you learned to yourself?
Exactly.
That's what I want to know. If you saw it, did you apply it? Did you take those lessons you learned and apply it to your life and your relationships or whatever? And how did it work out for you? And that's what I want to know.
Yeah, because that's the most important thing, because a lot of us have not seen. Well, again, let me just speak for me. I wasn't fortunate enough to see that.
I haven't seen it either.
I didn't know.
And my mom and dad was together. I got my aunt and my uncle. They together right now to this day, Darlene and Joe. But I've never seen them, you know.
So that's a good one.
I personally seen inconsistencies looking back, which is why a good number of my relationships were as well. I didn't even realize the damage it did until I was 30. We got to be honest with ourselves. Once I became honest with me, that's when the shadow work started for me and the dynamics began to change. Exactly. As soon as you take ownership to whatever it is, whatever negative role you play in said relationships, the sooner you'll the better off you'll be in your next relationships. Because if you don't work on the stuff that dooms your relationship, like your flaws, your fatal flaws, Like you just gonna go somewhere else, and you could take a turd and put it in soup, but at the end of the day, it's still shit.
Yeah, because if you don't do the work,
Yeah,
you don't do the work. You want those same patterns of behaviors.
you're gonna keep doing the same thing. It's gonna be cyclical, like because that's all you know how to do.
Right, you're gonna keep repeating those mistakes, and then ultimately you're gonna keep getting the same result.
The same results.
And
Right?
the mission is to have different results. Tiffany Anderson.
Yo, Tiff, what's up?
Hey y'all.
I'm still looking and working on it and getting nuggets from my folks. I watched my parents sacrifice for each other to improve themselves and the whole family. Not that they never argued, but they always made up. I did apply that. Isha, empathy is essential in healthy relationships. Yeah.
Definitely. I agree.
Tim Davis, I'll be 41 and shit, and I'm still learning how to love and be loved. We as men, we don't really know how to be like, we wasn't taught how to be loved. Capri's doing the same thing, looking for different results is insanity by definition. Exactly. Like what like like Shane, I'm gonna ask you point blank period. Were you ever taught how to be loved? Did you know what did you know what that was?
I'm gonna be honest with you. In my household growing up, love was relegated to the interaction with parent and a sibling, and that was it.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was the extent of what I understood.
I'm talking about outside of that.
Outside of that, no. Yeah. I didn't have old heads, uncles, cousins, nobody.
You know what the old heads told us?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man. Old heads, man. I remember
old heads was the worst.
I was a teenager, and the old head told me, man, one is too close to none.
One is too close to none.
One is too close to none. If you lose her, then you don't have none.
Pretty much.
And he also told me, he was like, man, don't worry about it. He was like, man, bitches come like buses.
Wow.
He said, you ever see the bus ever stop coming?
Wow.
No.
Yep.
That's a first.
Yep.
That's a first for me.
Mike, I applied all that I learned and saw it in my relationship and marriage, but I wasn't ready to be the man I am today. But I had worked on me to the point that I'm very aware of what's next. Yeah. It's all about learning and applying what you going forward and applying what you learn going forward.
Mm-hmm.
To reconcile, I try my best, treat him the way I want to be treated. The attention, his true well-being catered to, and really truly listen to him when he speaks alone, or allow him his space. His hobby is alone time, and that's major. Like when you give to everybody need their space. It don't mean that they love you any less than because they need their space.
That's a jewel, bro. That is a super jewel. Like, write that down, ladies and gentlemen. Take that one with you when you leave. Just because someone requires space and alone time does not mean that they do not care and love about you.
Exactly.
It's just that you need the space.
Individually, your mental health is as important. Okay. People have to understand that it's like three facets, or it's three prongs, right? It's me, it's you, and then it's what we have together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You need space and don't
call
me old-fashioned, but maybe the woman needs time and space away from the kids to recharge her battery, to recharge her mental health, to actually, take a breather.
To get back in there and do it again.
Right. Guys, we're so forced to be robotic in these relationships, and the societal pressure puts on us. We just need to decompress, because for a black man, when you walk out the door, it's different. Okay.
It's in the air.
It is different.
It's dangerous for y'all. Y'all gotta watch out.
In the air.
You gotta watch your back to make sure you come home, you make it home to your family.
Listen,
you gotta watch your front, your back, side.
Listen to this. I'm gonna stray off the subject for 1 second, and this going refer back to when Jimbo said, "Women, ladies, how would you react if your man told you to shut the fuck up?" And then he went on to explain his reasoning for it or whatever. Here's a situation that pertains to this just happened about a month ago. There was two girls and the guy.
I hate
and
this story, bro.
They was in the Jeep together. The two girls was in the front. The guy was in the back.
Right.
They pull up somewhere to go get something to eat. So they in the car. They're in the Jeep waiting, for their food. These two guys walk up. They don't see the guy in the back, so they try to talk to the two girls. So they're like, no, we cool. We got a boyfriend, whatever. So they kept trying and trying. So they just kept trying, even though their advances was getting rebuffed. So the guy in the back pushed the window down, was like, yo, they cool, whatever. So they get into an argument or whatever. So the two dudes walk off. Now the guy in the back, he's licensed to carry. He has his gun on him. So he tells the girl, his girlfriend was driving. He tell her, listen, I don't feel comfortable. Pull off. Let's just leave. I don't feel comfortable. So now they get to talking about, no, we ain't get our food. We ain't going nowhere, whatever. So now the two dudes, they come back and pull up beside their vehicle and box them in. The dude get out with a gun. And the guy in the back, now they have a shootout, and the girl that was driving get killed.
That's crazy.
All she had to do was listen to that man when he told her that he was uncomfortable.
And that's the thing. When Jim posed that question that night, like, I laughed about it, but I've been in that situation before. And because I knew him and we were in a relationship, just the intensity in his face and in his voice, I knew it had nothing to do with me or the moment. It was something going down. And guess what? I didn't want to know what was going down. We out. You say,
Yep.
Shut the fuck up, let's go. We out. I'm not asking you, well, why? What's going on? I'm trusting in you that as a right, this situation is not a good situation and we need to be out. Let's go.
So now you didn't allow this guy to protect you. Now he has to tell your parents
that you going.
Yeah.
That's
That
crazy.
is wild. That is wild.
You didn't trust his intuition. You didn't trust what he was saying to you.
And the hardest thing to understand for me about that story is we all know, because we all bear witness to Black men being executed on a daily basis, whether it's from ops, cops, women, just random the shit that Black men deal with. We all witness that shit on a daily basis. Every day it seems like it's a new incident. Every neighborhood, every predominantly Black metropolitan city, you see one of us being killed on the news every single
day.
night.
Mm-hmm.
And we had this sixth sense because of the innate trauma that we experienced every day growing up. OG, we come from the same neighborhood. Like I know, from 94 to like 97, 98.
It was wild.
It was the fucking wild, wild west.
I'm talking about people getting killed coming from a funeral. You in the car coming from the funeral
coming from the funeral. Niggas shooting up the funeral. Like
you coming from your cousin's funeral and get killed in the car.
True story. True fucking story. Okay.
Because your cousin got killed. So then before your cousin get buried, they go and kill somebody because your cousin got killed. Now they come back and they kill you, and it just went on and on.
On and on. They shot one boy till he caught on fire, man.
Yep.
They shot him so many times.
Over top of him, like 3 or 4 dudes stood over top of him.
So I say that to say, I didn't mean to bring up that trauma, OG. I say that to say, y'all witness this shit every day. And we as Black men, some may power trip. I'm never going to be on no power trip shit just to show dominance over no woman. I don't need to do that. So I'm going to say, shut the fuck up. It's time to go or chill. I got this. I don't need you behind me jabbing at the jaw and cycling. Keep going. Ladies, please, when it comes to that, you with this motherfucker for a reason. And if you don't trust him enough to listen to his direction, don't be with him.
Exactly.
Leave. Get away from him.
Exactly.
in the relationship. But if you gonna stay, trust that man when he tell you, babe, I got this.
You
Or
gotta
shut
let him. You gotta allow him to
or go
protect
get
you.
in the car, back up, don't say nothing. Because for some reason, some of these women gotta have the last word. They gotta
Gotta say something.
pussy. Bruh, I've heard the stories. I've witnessed, like, they literally get dudes killed.
Yeah, and it's sad.
I'm not talking figuratively.
Literally,
I'm talking about literally.
literal.
They getting these dudes killed because they won't
Yeah,
shut.
so I've been in that situation before with one of my homies, and we wound up getting robbed because he didn't want to listen to me when I said let's roll out, and I knew a few of the people.
That's crazy.
Melly, I don't think anyone, at least on this side of the world, was taught how to love or be loved. When you're a kid or have kids, as parents, most of us just want the kids to enjoy being a kid. Where, and better yet, at that age, do you possibly sit down with your kid to start the process? How do you start that process? I think how we taught was with experience and remembering the different relationships throughout our life, knowing what we like and don't like, as well as remembering what it looked like. So Melly wrote a soliloquy, and you didn't get the rest of it. They cut him off.
I think the way to start the process is day one. Just letting your kids know how much you love them. Show them love first within the household so that they're not looking for love outside. That's first and foremost.
Listen, that's that term. Shout out to Capri Chambers. They want to be a rider so bad.
And for what? It's a turn on. I want to know what's next. After that, shut the fuck up means shit about to get real. Exactly. Toxic shit. They don't realize being erotic can also mean to stop, listen, and think as well.
Exactly.
Because women don't have that innate sense of
danger
that we have as men. They be oblivious to that shit.
Because there is black women and black men experience two different spectrums. Black women experience the most disrespect, right? Because they're in that cross section of being a woman and being black.
Being black, yeah.
Black men are hunted. Let's just call it what it is.
Yep.
We are hunted.
The fucked up part about it
we
is
are looked at as dangerous.
We hunted by our own kind too. On top of them hunting us.
From every angle. From white people, other black people, and police.
Yep. We feel the fuckery in the air. You do. You could really feel that shit. What's up, Creamy?
So just to recap the nugget, understand, as black men, we are hunted. We feel the shit in the air. We have that spidey sense. Okay? So when we say, hey, babe, chill, or shut the fuck up, or be quiet, let me handle it, or go get in the car, or go sit down, or any version of any type of directive, is not a power trip. Just please trust us. And if you don't trust us and you have to question what's coming out of our mouths, that's not the person for you, because you don't trust them to take care of you and keep you safe. So break up. Don't be with that person.
Yeah.
Don't waste their time or yours.
At this point, it's just time is being wasted. And there's one thing you can't get back is time.
I tell people that I say that every day. I can't get my time back. Money, I don't care about that. But please don't ever waste my time.
Listen.
First, last, only if your idea of love. First, last, that's true. It makes me so anxious for my son.
You want to hear something?
Aisha said, hold on. I'm gonna read Aisha comment. Only if your idea of love is a healthy one can it help. If you've never known healthy love, you cannot give it. You will continue sharing and relying on whatever behaviors that have made your survival possible.
I can agree to disagree with that comment because I didn't grow up seeing love or knowing what love was. And I lived in a household with both my parents. I didn't grow up seeing love.
It's like I come like my thing is I learned through trial and error and plenty of errors.
Exactly. And how
errors.
Listen, respectfully, the way I see that, right, is ultimately Ish is right. A lot of us were brought up on survival. And sometimes survival love looks like being with somebody who isn't healthy for you just so your kids can eat, just so the electric can stay on. So I understand from that point of view. But women are in a renaissance now, especially black women. Black women are the most educated. They're the fastest growing section of entrepreneurship. They're some of the most independent. For whatever that means to you, that's an argument for another day. But understand, most people aren't living in survival mode. Most women nowadays know better. They just don't want to do better.
And that gift and so that entrepreneurship, that's a gift and a curse. And we could just leave it right there. That's a gift and a curse. Anthony Metlock said, growing up the way men in my family showed love was with material things. I didn't learn how to love someone until I was in my 30s. And that's basically, that's about the age where men actually start really getting it though, ain't? You really start.
That's why
after a multitude of relationships and that heartbreak, you start to realize you need to do different shit in order to get the results.
That pain, you don't want that pain again.
Like that stomach hurt. And the process for men and women is different. When men and women break up, women immediately be on some sick and stress shit.
See, they don't talk to their friends about it.
Men,
shit,
we party like rock stars. Couple
like
weeks
a
later,
trying to front like you ain't hurting.
Feel it after that.
You know when it hit us? You know when it hit us? It hit us when the realization kick in that she really gone.
Yeah.
She done started dating another motherfucker. She ain't returning.
Now your stomach hurting again.
That nigga.
Phone calls rolling in.
Now your stomach hurting again.
She done went and bought a fuck 'em dress.
Yeah, fuck 'em
She done
girl.
quoted all the Bible verses and the relationship verses on Facebook.
Yep.
All the memes.
All the nut shit, all the sayings.
Yeah, she done cried for the last month and a half.
And now she cool. And now you fucked up.
Cool. Now you
fucked up.
That's because immediately after the relationship is over, we already sad in our bag and our feelings. We are feelings.
Right.
DeAndre, what's up?
Get all that shit.
Sometimes survival is all you know. It takes a person who has a different perspective or a whole different world to change that. You just have to acknowledge and change accordingly in enough time. But see, the thing with men, we don't share we don't share that shit with each other. We don't sit around and talk about that.
Not back then, but now we do. OG, you and I had some conversation. We talk every day, so we bound to have those kind of conversations. But again, we older. We done been through the heartbreak and the loss and the stomach.
You hide that shit. You don't tell your friends you and your stomach hurt.
Nah, you hide it. You hide it. But now if my stomach was hurting, I'd be on the phone.
Yeah, you can say it now. Like, yeah. Like, bitch, I'm about to spit up blood. What the fuck are you talking about? Motherfucker can't eat and shit, can't sleep. No hugs during survival love. Less hearing I love you, and me, a child, just having to understand that you love me. So I just heard somebody say this, and he basically said this about women, but I'm gonna say just people in general, like men and women. He was like, close your eyes, cover your ears, and judge people by what they do. Close your eyes, fuck what you seeing, and cover your ears, fuck what you hearing. Now what they gonna do?
Shut up, Michael Montgomery. Why would you even put that up there?
What's in that glass case, Mike? What's in that glass case, Bebop?
Hey, Bebop. Put her down. Why would you even put that up there, Shannon?
It's not
the way
my
we
show.
teach our kids is not only talking about experience, but also showing them what real love looks like from us, and also when we decide to get into any relationship. That's right, Capri.
So let's talk about that. Where do we begin to teach our kids how to love?
Very
right? Because not the glass case.
Come on, See, look at what you started, Mike. Dang. That's not what this show is about tonight.
You know, we gotta throw some shits and giggles in every now and then, or it wouldn't be right.
It's all love.
Mm-hmm. So how do you teach your kid? I think you teach them
no.
by showing.
Better yet, because some of us might not be in a relationship though, bro.
No, she's talking about how you teach your kids.
Right, but what is the question? What do we teach our kids about love? Because it's easy.
Relational wise, yeah.
Exactly. What do we teach them? Like,
that's
what?
Because I'm not talking to my daughter. She's 12. I'm not teaching about loving no dude and shit. Like, I just show her that I love her and show and actually just teach her how she's supposed to be treated.
That's my way.
Mm-hmm.
I date my daughters, right? Funny story is, and as somebody said it earlier, how much they worry about their sons. When I found out, I was about to have my first kid, all my homies was like, yo, you want a boy, right? It's gonna be a boy, you want to get you a junior. And I was thinking, hell no, I'd rather have a girl, because in my mind, this is how fucked up it was for me, coming from where I'm coming from in my experience as a black man. It's too fucking hard. It's the worst that can happen with my daughters. In my mind at the time, times have changed. I understand that. But in my mind, 11 years ago, the worst thing that could happen was she would come home pregnant. I can deal with that. They actively hunting us outside. That, in my mind, I don't think I could have dealt with. So I prayed for daughters both times.
You're the second guy that I have heard say that.
And so what I do and what I try to teach my daughters is by my action. We go on dates. I just posted, I think it was yesterday, that the daddy-daughter dance is coming up. I'm excited as hell. Okay? But I take them on dates. I buy them flowers. I try to teach them that it's not about money and it's not about what people can do for you. It's about how they make you feel.
Yeah.
What you should expect from them.
Because
money doesn't mean anything.
Can buy you the world and make you feel like shit at the same time. So what's more important, the material shit or the fact that he made you feel like shit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love them unconditionally and always give lessons instead of ass whippings. No,
royalty.
If you deserve to get your ass whipped, you get it.
Went too far.
Yeah, you're gonna get that ass whipped if you need it.
Yeah.
You teach kids through experience and how they should be treated.
So I'm guessing that's experiences with them. But understand, if you're in a relationship, I think this is good too, and I want y'all to remember this. If you're in a relationship, and that relationship, your kids are a part of that relationship, your kids are exposed to that relationship, be very cognizant of what they see. Now, I'm not going to say fake it, because if you feel the need to fake it, you shouldn't be in that relationship. But show them how you guys pour into each other. I'm not saying be vulgar in front of your kids. Don't misunderstand it. What I am saying is show them how you think they should be treated when they grow up.
It don't even have to be no touching. It could just be words, like your words and your actions. Or whatever. Yeah. I learned from my last relationship that you have to show the love that you wanted, not to love that you got, not the love that you got. That's everything, Dad. Salutes dads.
Yeah.
That's why we are homeschooling our son. We got to tell our kids the truth. It can be with tact, but the truth is needed. I go on dates with all of my kids together and individually. I show them it's okay to cry, but it's also okay to smile.
Definitely.
I teach my girls to use their discernment and not trust everything said, but to watch actions, and I teach my son the same. I teach them the value of things so that the materials don't imitate love. And they can't be bought.
That's
God damn, pin that motherfucker. Pin that.
Can't be bought.
That was a good one right there.
Hell yeah.
So the one thing I to my sons, I've never said to my sons, I never tell them not to cry. I tell them it's okay to cry. If you hurting, you hurting.
And you know what I tell my kids? I said, can't ain't a word.
Come talk to me. Let's talk about it.
I don't want to hear you say you can't nothing.
Can't
is not a word.
Yeah, not used. That's not to be used in my household.
You can't. Can't is not a word.
Yeah.
Keep it 100. Y'all want to know what black love is? The fact that me and my ex-wife on this podcast laughing and joking and being the best co-parents we could be. We are not. We not at war. We're not out here being disrespectful towards each other. We're not together, but ours see the love that we share for them. Yep.
You about to make me cry, Bebop. Shut up.
But that's great. You know what, those tips? That's big though. Because how many people how many people actually out here can do that?
That's true. Well, I
Can
told
do
you.
that.
I told you the story how me and Mike and my
I
girlfriend.
mean, it took work to get there, but y'all got there though.
Yeah, it took work. It took time. It took work, and it wasn't easy. I'm not even going to sit up here and say it was easy, but we had a common goal. Number one, healing, and number two, we wanted our kids to be mentally healthy, and we never wanted them to feel like whatever was going on with us was their fault. That's why I was really big on, if we're having an argument, whether it was then or even now, if we have a disagreement, we're not doing that in front of them. They don't need to see. They need to see us always being united. We got a united, strong front.
Yeah.
So
that's major though.
Both households.
And it just is. That's not. You don't see that. You don't see a lot of that though. Most of the time, the parents be gang banging, or one of them still carrying the flame for the other one, or they creeping around every now and then, like.
And that's
don't nobody want to let go. And
like somebody actually told me, had the nerve to tell me that we weren't normal. And I said, so what does normality look to you when it comes to
dysfunction?
I was going to say, those
not normal.
who thrive in
abnormal
chaos. That's the kind of motherfucker that can't survive outside of chaos.
See, that's crazy to me, because your headspace is never clear. How can you, first of all, how can you be good for yourself or anyone else if your headspace is messed up? You're consumed.
That's why I like to be by myself a lot. I be by myself a lot because that's when you get your most peace.
Mm-hmm.
When you by yourself.
Where it comes from.
But
you sit back
about I would because we just said it earlier that some of us need that space to decompress.
Mm-hmm.
There's also something to be said for having somebody. Again, let me speak for me. There's something to be said for me having somebody to be able to be that vulnerable with and know that it's safe for me to expose myself in that way, and they handle the shit with enough respect and care, which in turns help me feel uplifted.
Yeah.
That's major.
You know you can go where you need to be.
Breathe.
And don't have to worry about no backlash from it.
Knowing that a person can understand that you just need that time.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with you. Just because they need time apart from you.
There's no knock on you.
It's not.
And don't feel offended. But see, this is what happens with women. They feel like this you're my man, I'm your woman. So you're supposed to be able to come to me and talk to me about any and everything. It ain't about talking. It's about me having some space to just sit in whatever I'm sitting in and just chill. There's no knock on you. I don't love you no less. It's just I need this right now for myself.
And support.
I'll give you an example. Earlier today, and this is just me giving an example of what I've witnessed today in this Black love. I was on the phone with a friend of mine's, right? Woman. And we were talking whatever business. Her husband walked in and he needed her attention. She's like, oh no, man, I got to call you back. No. He like, no, go ahead, finish, man. She like, hell no, I hit you back. We'll discuss that later. What you need, babe, and got me the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most
the
beautiful things I witnessed all day.
The thing is, he didn't make her. He didn't.
No, she made him.
He needed her to get off the phone. Yeah,
and she made him the priority.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? The most beautiful thing I saw all day. She made him the priority, and this was business.
That shit, they worked together.
Exactly.
That shit went right together.
Beautiful example of Black love.
And
I wasn't offended. I didn't take that away from that. Something that fucking small.
Yep. And although that might not have been that deep for her, for him, that was everything.
You know he felt good.
That man know he her fucking king.
That's right.
And guess what she can get from that man?
Fucking beautiful.
Guess what she can get from that man?
Everything she want. Everything.
And everything she need.
Because she
Matter of fact, she ain't gonna need shit.
She
He
recognized
ain't gonna allow her to need anything.
that his feelings, whatever he needed at that moment, was important.
Was the priority.
That's
She
it.
put that
Right?
crown-
He had
put the
just came in the house. You don't
Yep.
know what he experienced out there.
Mhm.
Yep.
Exactly.
He needed to make sure he was good.
Exactly.
And I got banged out on. Most beautiful thing I saw all day.
Mm-hmm.
Most beautiful thing I saw.
Yeah. They're doing it right.
Are
Yep.
doing
Doing it right. Doing it right.
Big facts. Make your partner priority, not an option.
Mike, it was so dope for me to witness.
But see, the thing is, with a lot of people, they allow outside noise to fuck with what they got going on. So
That's
you
a
don't
big-
want to look like no nut because you hung up soon as your man came in. Like, you ain't looking like no nut. You looking like you got to take care of what you got to take care of in your fucking house.
Exactly.
Because what they don't realize, and the people who think like that, those are the people who
They single. Find nobody.
are typing goals on Facebook and
Yep.
Instagram and all that silly
Looking
ass.
at somebody else shit.
Looking at somebody else shit as goals.
And you looking at somebody else shit and you comparing. And the motherfucker told me that comparison is the thief of joy.
Of all joy.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Facts.
Most definitely.
Facts.
Following trends. Yep. Yep.
And the thing about it is this. It didn't matter what the business was about.
At all.
This has to be
a priority.
Secure and a priority because
and we can get back to business.
I lay down to this motherfucker. I wake up to this motherfucker. He treats me like a king. I treat her like a queen. We complement each other. He supports my business.
Yep.
We pour into each other and uplift each other. Dog, people think I be crazy. I just be talking because I got lips. And some people not even going to understand the fact that, you know, that needed to happen. Right? Because like you just said, certain women or certain people going to see that as, oh, however they see it, they're going to put a negative spin on it.
I wouldn't have hung up till I got finished what I was talking about on the phone. Like,
yeah, that nigga would have had to wait, and it's business, it's the bag, and
I know
all that silly shit.
Oh, girl, why you hang up the phone? You should have
All that silly shit.
Talking.
When ultimately, when it's all said and done, that motherfucker in that house with you is the one that's going to hold you down, keep you sane, and take care of you. And it goes both ways.
Yep.
Most beautiful thing I saw today.
And that was meant for you to see. That was meant for you to
see. Absolutely. Y'all listen, y'all know how I get about business. I can talk about business all day, every day.
I know, okay? Phone in hand all day.
Listen, it's right here, right now. You know what I mean? It's right there. Look, the other one, that's right there. Like you know, it is what it is. But to see that and to bear witness to that, just that shit gave me some serious hope.
Exactly.
Some serious hope, because that was an example that I need to see. So if I'm ever in that position,
you know what to do,
and I know what to look.
You could reference what happened, and do it.
Exactly.
Oh, it just came naturally.
Exactly. Yep. And that's exactly what it was. It was natural. Motherfucker, she's like, it
was a second nature.
Yo, Big Exclusive, I gotta no, babe, that's important. Big Exclusive, I gotta go. I'll hit you back later.
Yep.
I wasn't offended. It was just that simple.
Yeah.
And we got back to it.
Yep.
But his needs was the priority, and that's the way it should be.
So that was a gem right there. That was a nice nugget.
Yeah, there's a couple nuggets, man, when it comes to tonight. That's one of the reasons I love your show, bro. I love your show.
When I tell you that I love all the shows on the network, but when OG coming out with Formula, and I found out what it was about, I'm like, oh my God, yes, we definitely needed something like this. Because it's
everybody was expecting him to come from left field with some shit. Then the first show he showed up with the mask on.
Yeah. No, but everybody always asks, well, is he really angry? And I'm like, do you really watch any of the content? No, he's not angry. That's
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I
I'm
don't know.
really not though.
I
I'm
don't-
really not.
He just keep it real. He raw.
That's all.
He real and raw.
And if you
But-
can't handle it, then you're gonna label me as angry.
Yeah, he angry. I said, no, he's not angry.
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna speak my mind, and I'm just gonna be who I'm just gonna be me in whatever room I'm in. I don't care who's in there.
You might not like what OG got to say, but you're gonna respect it.
So here's my
Tim, don't disrespect the man's beloved.
take.
Tim, talk about the man's possession.
You gonna wear that mask for adult game night?
I was gonna get a Batman joke, but I might have to wear that just because Tim said it's zesty.
Oh no, it's
I'm
not.
gonna have to wear it, Tim. You out of pocket, man.
It's not zesty.
That
Yeah.
mask have my face hot as a motherfucker. We need
So-
more raw OG. That's the real people. That's the real people run from because they can't take it.
And that's
Yeah.
and that's kind of where I was going with it.
Because
We
his
live in
dog
the
gonna
age-
holler.
we live in an age nowadays where everybody is hypersensitive
Pussification of America.
and everybody wants the medicine to be delivered with milk and honey and sugar and chocolate
Yeah,
and rainbows and
medicine not
butterflies
supposed to
and
taste good.
Tell me the real deal. Don't
sometimes
think I want to hear. Don't sugarcoat me.
I sliced my finger Christmas Day down to the white meat. Okay. And the price I had to pay for them to stitch it up was to stick another needle in there 7 times so they can numb it up. It was for my own good. It was the only way they could do it other than knock me out. So I had to take that pain to get better. A lot of times, like he said, the pussification of America don't allow space for somebody to tell you exactly how it is that they feel. We to a point nowadays, you can't even tell a motherfucker no without them being offended. You got to
Yeah.
give a motherfucker an explanation on why you saying no.
No,
And you
no,
basically they got people agreeing to shit that they don't really believe in.
yeah, no, it's just no. Point blank, period.
Are you
I was
going to agree
always
to some
taught
shit that you
no
don't really believe? Like,
It's a complete sentence.
It is.
yeah.
No. Period. That's it.
I'm not about to, like,
I shouldn't have to explain myself. If I say no, it's just no.
and listen, people, please, here's a nugget for you. Stop with the fucking entitlement. It doesn't matter if the person said yes 10,000 times. They reserve the right to say fucking no.
No. Whenever
And when
they
they
feel
say
like it.
no, it should not offend you
At all.
ever,
People so quick.
At all.
I thought you
ever.
got with that. Why you
Healthy boundaries. No.
because I said
Caprice,
because I
you
said
know
no.
what, Capri? Now I'm looking at you. I do remember seeing you for a little while now. I don't know what the fuck was going on earlier. I'll take the real over anything. A person can naturally get over hurt feelings. Yep. But as long as the truth is being administered, I'll understand the message. Never shoot the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany, and you're a bum. That's real.
You're a bum.
So who was that? Capri, that what she just said, and it was a saying that was regarding the temporary sting from the truth will save you from the long-term hurt of the lie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
The truth
agree.
only hurt but for so long.
Mhm.
And listen, don't take away people's options. It's the biggest.
Exactly.
Oh my lord.
Be transparent, tell them the truth. Listen, I used to feel like back in the day when I was, in my backsliding days running these streets.
Man, I was Lionel Richie, man, back then.
I was Lionel, King of the Thundercats. Okay, I ain't never had nobody like all that shit. I realized when I got older, most women want the same thing you want and don't give a shit. If you up front, like, yo, fuck, I want to fuck. Like, let's have some adult fun. That's all this got to be. We ain't got to have. They want it just as much as you want it.
Yeah.
Very true.
You ain't got to
Motherfucker told me,
like
like,
none of that shit.
it was probably like a day after I had saw her, and I was talking to her the next night. So we were just having small talk, whatever. Then she just was like, "Fuck that, I want to come again." Like that's all. You beating around the bush and shit.
Listen, Tiff, and I want the ladies in the comments to answer this as well. They say women know in the first 10 seconds of meeting you, or I don't know what the seconds is, but it's less than a minute of meeting you, whether or not they'd have sex.
They're gonna let you rip.
Oh,
Is that true?
That's definitely true.
Some of you niggas talk your way out the pussy.
Straight past it.
Fuck up.
X.
Shut up.
Straight past it.
Shut up. Get your intro. For once in your life, let a woman lead when it comes to something.
Yeah.
You gotta worry. You won't get the ass.
Yeah,
just be honest. The shit boil down to the truth.
Just
Yeah.
First
the
sight.
shit boil down to the truth. It is what it is. Don't
So
talk.
that come from us not truly understanding each other. Also,
I agree, because here's the problem: women, our ideology about women and the stigmas that we place on women is that if they actually want it as much as we want it, they what? You understand what I'm saying? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we dismiss it.
Yeah.
And we somehow think we reserve the right to govern their body and their sex
body. Like, yeah.
We absolutely do not. They are allowed to do whatever they want because they're adults as well.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So don't fucking demonize a woman because listen, she wanted as bad as you wanted. Nigga, you wanted.
She want to get her itch scratched.
And in the history, what Cat would say, I ain't never in the history of dick, seen a nigga say, yo, I don't want to smash because it's the first date.
Yeah.
But yet you want to demonize her for doing it on the first date.
Doing
like
it
you
on
wasn't
the first
there.
date.
Like you wasn't there participating.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. We don't.
I like when they put a time frame on it, and it like I just feel like you just go by like y'all connection, the chemistry that y'all got, and if it leads you into the bed or whatever that night, then you grown. It's consensual. Let's have it.
I agree.
And I ain't gonna look at you as no less than I'm gonna look at me like, damn, I pulled the shit out of her and she wanted to hit that night.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm a fucking G.
I enjoy it.
Like she ain't give it to me, I earned it.
Hey man. However it go, stop being so judgmental.
What's up, Hannibal?
Glad you're okay, bro. Stop being so judgmental.
Yeah. Basically. So we went a little bit over. So we're gonna get up. I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Not unless y'all want to stick around for a few. It's up. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all.
Hey man, we whatever you want to do, it's your show, bro.
Oh,
I'm ready to bounce, man.
I thought he was just press the button.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be ignorant like that.
He only ignorant like that on Tuesday.
I'm gonna get y'all a chance to get up out of here, and then I'm gonna hit the button.
I'm out for you. Hit the button on me. Thanks for allowing me on the platform, OG. Great show.
I appreciate y'all showing up. Appreciate you, too.
I really appreciate y'all. Damn, Shannon, really?
He bounced faster than motherfucker. So
I said,
yeah, I'm out of here too. I'm out of here, good people. I see y'all next Wednesday.
All right, y'all.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Good night.